Hey, Amanda, Brent, good afternoon, everyone. Happened about 5:30 Thursday afternoon at the intersection behind me, Temple and Chapel Street. A FedEx truck was traveling eastbound toward downtown, and the accident happened in the crosswalk behind me. 56-year-old Marie Cervante Morales of New Haven was crossing Chapel Street from Temple Street just after 5:30 Thursday afternoon when she was struck and killed.
It is believed that the driver of the FedEx truck did not realize that he struck her. We did eventually stop the vehicle and the operator.
The FedEx truck operator is a 31-year-old man from Bridgeport.
At this point, the investigation is continuing. No charges were brought yesterday.
But the driver will receive a citation for making an illegal right turn on red from Chapel onto Temple. Police say the victim was struck by the right front of the delivery truck.
There's a ton of video. There's some great witnesses, so there's a lot more work to do.
And Chief Dominguez says the truck operator has been cooperative. Police say that there are still many unanswered questions. That's why the investigation continues. One question still being answered: whose fault it was with this incident yesterday. Again, a 56-year-old New Haven woman struck and killed as she was crossing that crosswalk behind me, going across Chapel Street along Temple. We're live in New Haven. Tony Terzi, Fox 61 News.